The video no one actually asked for. Hello, hi, hello, hey there. It's your friendly neighborhood Osmosis Jane. Yes, I am actually starting to use this channel again, backed by no popular demand at all. Literally no one. No one asked for this. In my last video where I showed you guys how I do my own self-portraits, I kind of alluded to the fact that if you wanted to see me talk about why I take my own self-portraits, to like or like leave a comment below or like comment on Instagram or something, and let's just see how many people responded to that. 2 likes. And that's fine. It's cool. I already knew that no one really liked me, but it's fine. I guess that's kind of like the reason why I take my own self-portraits, because I am the only one that takes pictures of me. You'll notice on my Instagram that people don't really tag me in pictures. Like, I'm never really... Like, I don't really get my picture taken by people a lot. So the most recent picture that's been taken of me, or pictures that have been taken of me, were when my friend Brady took some pictures for the Human Rights Campaign, because he works with them. And that's really it. Other than that, it's really been like the school senior pictures that we had to take at school. And that's really it. I'm usually the one that takes pictures of other people and myself. That's kind of what this whole video is about, but it's neither here nor there. I take pictures of myself because no one else will. No one else does. I say no one else will, but really it's me saying, oh, no, it's okay. I don't really want my picture taken. When I went to go and hang out with my friends at Texas Beach back where I go to school, they wanted to take pictures of me. They wanted to do all this stuff. Like, they paparazzi'd me. They paparazzi'd me because I was just that adamant that I didn't want them to take my pictures. And, like, they turned out nice. And the whole reason why I don't like getting my pictures taken by other people is because I know my angles. I know how to pick which pictures I think I look best in. And it's just hard for me to accept the fact that I can be photogenic in certain circumstances. It just doesn't happen very often. Not only do I like know which pictures I know I'm gonna like the most. When I first started on Instagram, which was in the 8th grade, which there's a reason why there's an age restriction when it comes to Instagram, why you're supposed to be 13 when you get it. If I could go back in time, I would not make an Instagram in the 8th grade. I would go back and tell myself, don't make it hipsters and dreads. Don't make that your username. And I would also tell myself that it's not important to have followers, even though, like, even now, I think it's, like, super important to have followers. But at this point, it's more so that brands can, like, notice me and I can do, like, stuff with them and stuff like, being a Bangs ambassador and working with just like brands in general, because I think that's really cool. Like, I have enough followers to where people care about my opinions. It's nothing, I mean, I'm just famous. It's whatever, honestly. But real talk. For a while, I stopped posting pictures of myself. I even put in my Instagram bio, as dramatic as this is, but who isn't dramatic when they're in the 8th grade? Just got flashbacks. Let's just move on from this. Let's move on from that trauma. Don't need it. Leave it behind. Yeah, I put in my Instagram bio, I was like, at first, when I first got on Instagram, I was like, a selfie a day keeps the hackers away, because, like, this is at the point where, like, people will, like, hack into your account, and, like, people still do it, but, like, take over your Instagram, lock you out of it, change the name, post whatever they want. Stuff like that was happening a lot, but that was mainly because Instagram was really new. We didn't really know how to use it. We didn't know what was really going on with it. People were using the filters that came with the app instead of using ViscoCam. It's a dark time for everyone. And then somehow I made my way to no selfies ever, like having that in my Instagram bio, having that be a part of my Instagram identity. I don't take selfies. I don't post pictures of myself. And that's really, really bad. Like, where do you have to be in life? Where was I in life where I didn't want to post a picture of myself? where I thought I was so bad looking that no one wanted to see my face at that point where I was at that point where I did that follow for follow, you know, to get those Instagram followers up. But then sophomore year, you know what Instagram did? They deleted all the bots, so I lost 200 followers, 300 followers. But yeah, I was just kind of at a weird point. I started wearing super, super dark clothing because, like, that's what my friends were wearing. I just got to a new school. Before I got there, I did what a lot of unpopular teens do. And I googled how to be popular at a new school. Let's just say I wasn't popular. People thought that I went to that school when I didn't. Like, that was my first year at this, in the 8th grade, that was my first year at this school. People were like, you weren't in choir in the 6th and 7th grade? That wasn't you? It was someone that looked just like you then. Long story short, all jokes aside, I didn't have the cool kid look. I still don't. I couldn't rock the fringe like most emo kids my age were doing. I couldn't do all that stuff. I didn't like having pictures taken of myself. I didn't like the way I looked. When I first got my Canon T6i after I got my first job, it was like a big deal to me because photography had been such a big thing for me. I remember 8th grade at like the 8th grade picnic that we had at the end of the year. I was like, I want to go into videography when I grow up. That's what I want to do. I want to make movies. I want to make films. And I want to do photography. I wanted to do photography for the longest time, and now I can. And it's just crazy. But yeah, once I got my first camera, my first good camera, I should say, I was like, this is everything. Like, this is amazing. I can do so much more than I could with my other cameras, because for the longest time, I got a Pentax, I got my dad's camera. The Pentax could record video, but I couldn't figure out how to get the audio onto the video once I uploaded the video to my computer, and that's a lot of the word, video. It just lost its meaning right there, just then. It was a great camera. I just wanted more control when it came to focusing, which is what I love about having a Canon T6i, because you can swap out lenses, you can mess with the focus whenever you want, you can have it on manual focus or autofocus, and it's just great because you have that kind of control. When I got to my dad's camera, it's like a Sony, I don't remember which Sony it is, but it was a great camera for being, I don't know, like, years old. It was great to have that because it kind of helped teach me how to use the camera. It had a self-timer. It didn't have a flip-out screen like I wanted, though. And, like, a flip-out screen was what I wanted, and that's what this camera has. And just finally being able to have a camera that I could only, like, dream of having, that I could only dream that I'd be able to do the things that I am doing right now with, it's just crazy to me. And with my dad's camera, that's when I really got into taking self-portraits, because it had a kind of like a flip-out screen, but it could only go like 90 degrees. Yeah, and I don't know, that it helped a lot. It helped a lot, definitely. I remember, like, I'm the only thing that I can take pictures of around my house. I'm the only thing that I really ever take pictures of unless I'm on campus. Then I have a whole list of people that I can take pictures of, and it's just amazing. Getting this camera was the first step. The very first step to me taking serious self-portraits of myself, because I finally had an app that I could use, and I could spout out my creative vision to the world. To my, at the time, 700 followers on Instagram. Which I guess it doesn't really matter, because I feel like most of them are fake. Because, like, how you gonna have 700 followers, only 100, it didn't even get to 100 likes until, like, my senior year. But that's for another thing. That's for another time. I had to do something with this camera. I had to make videos, I had to take pictures, and I could only really take videos of so many things in this house. I could only take so many pictures outside this house. And I saw something on Instagram maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, where someone posted, I know I still follow this person, and I know I still follow the person that made the post about this person. Okay, I'm just gonna use letters at this point. So person A, great at photography. I don't know if they still do it. I don't know if he still does photography. Person B, friend of person A. Both of them live in the same area, which is nowhere near where I live. Person B makes a post about person A, talking about how creative they are and how all they really had to work with was just taking pictures of themselves. And just, like, building up, not like a portfolio, but, like, basically a portfolio, building up their creative experiences by taking pictures of themselves when they had nothing else to take pictures of. And that just really stuck with me, because it's like, there are people who have done so much more with so much less, you know? I, for the life of me, cannot figure out iPhone photography. I feel like it would be a great skill to have, because I'll have my phone with me all the time. I won't necessarily have my camera with me all the time. And it's just the idea of building up how creative you can be by building, like, this kind of like a world where all it is just pictures of yourself, and you can go from picture 1 to picture 5,762 and just seeing the difference. Like, picture 1, 2017, 2016 and a half. Let's say it's halfway through the year, 2016. And then 2018. If you compare some of my first pictures in 2016 and some of my more recent pictures in 2018, especially since I've started using the Lightroom app, like, this week, last week, there is such a difference. There's, like, actual depth, because I didn't really start using the manual settings for a while because I was just really scared to, because I didn't know how to at all. I didn't know what I was doing at all. Once I started doing that, it kind of changed the way that I took my pictures. And it's as roundabout as this whole entire conversation with my camera has been about why I take self-portraits. It's mainly been about self-confidence. When you come from a place where you don't even want to post pictures that you've taken of yourself, that's not a good place to be in at all. Because one of the most important things you have in this world is yourself. You are the only you there is. You only get one body. You only get one life. You only get one chance to feel as alive as you can. And you're not living up to that potential because you don't like the way you look and you don't want people to see you. And it's crazy because, like, I didn't want anyone to see me, but I wanted people to see me. I wanted to be YouTube famous. I wanted to be Instagram famous. I wanted to be Facebook famous. I wanted people to see me, but I didn't want anyone to look at me. And just coming from, like, a darker space like that to where I am right now, where, like, I'm just recording this video right now. I had Noxema on my face earlier, it was like 10 minutes ago. I had Noxema on my face like 10 minutes ago. And now I post pictures of myself on Instagram. I upload videos on YouTube. That's crazy. Like, who would have thunk? But yeah, that's why I take self-portraits. This video made no sense. That's okay. No guarantee that any of the other ones will make sense either. I hope you enjoyed this video on why I take self-portraits. This has been your friendly neighborhood Ozzy J, and I hope you have a great... Do I ever remember how to do... This has been your friendly neighborhood Ozzy J, and I hope you have a great day. Okay.